Hey, Fraser eighth graders. I am just checking in to tell you a couple things about the next couple days and to go over what assignments you need to finish in order to end strong your first marking period. So, first of all, congrats for finishing your first marking period this year. It's been such an wild year so far. We've had COVID, we've had remote learning, we've had all kinds of challenges, and I hope that you guys are really proud of yourselves because through all that, you achieved a real strong beginning to the year. So, the most important thing is that you're healthy and happy, at least most of the time that you're happy. Sometimes homework stinks, but if you stick with it, you're going to get the chance to learn a lot with the tools that I'm teaching you and that your other teachers are teaching you in their class. Um, so I guess this is how it is. I want you guys to all pass the class, but passing, although it's an amazing goal if you're not there, honestly, it is. It's great. That is a goal. But if you are there and you're just about passing, then you should not be only worried about passing. It's the least you can do, to be honest. I hear so many kids say passing, and usually when I said passing when I was your age, they were for classes that I really had trouble with. Like I struggled with math, so I would actually say sometimes, yeah, I just want to pass math because I want to graduate. I'm not going to use math. I don't care about math. And honestly, if I could go back in time, I would punch myself in the face or step on my toe or something and be like, come on, you will use math. You need to do more than just pass, or else you're going to have to take it again. You're not going to learn anything um, if you just pass, or you're not going to learn anything much. And really, it's the worst thing to just pass because A, you're showing you can do it. You're showing you can do some work, some good work, but then either you're not succeeding for whatever reason, or that's pretty much it. You know, it's different for everybody. But um, I want you guys to do the work for me, but I also want you to do it well. So if I send you guys comments saying, please, add this, I just want you to do it. And if you don't, you're going to get a lower grade than you would have. Okay. That seems only fair. Um, so since it's the last week of this marking period, I wanted to meet with you guys tomorrow night, if you want to go over this work together. I'm thinking maybe I can meet people at 6 and then maybe at 7 in case you can't make one of those. And I'm just going to open up a team meeting and I'll invite you guys all. And if you want to pop in, I can talk to you about your grade. I can go over work. Um, I'm going to try to do it together. So I'm going to go over all the work. So if you come in, please don't expect me to just be like, "Oh, hey, nice for being here. Here's your grade." That will only happen if there's like no one else here, and I really think there are going to be some people meeting to go over the work, so you can get 100 or a 90 or something really really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Halloween masks are optional. I love Halloween masks, so we'll see. So here are the things that we're going to review tomorrow, and I just want you to show you right now the things. Let me see if I can get to this. Okay, one sec. Just want to show you. Whoops. Want to show you the canvas. Let's see. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to open up my canvas. So you're going to see your social studies class, and what I want you to do is open up Canvas with me. Okay. Um, and look at what I have here. So I wrote here on all of your Canvas home pages, no matter what group you're in, that this is the work due by Friday at noon. I had been planning to have you do this by tomorrow night, and honestly, you're going to be in class Friday morning, so you're not going to have enough time to do it during class. You could get up really early on Friday and get some things in. Some people like to do that, and if you're getting enough sleep, that's fine. These are the things that I need to have from you guys, though, to give you a pretty good grade. These 5 things are assignments, and then the 6th thing is going to be the quiz. So we took the quiz 2 days ago, and a lot of people did great. a lot of people struggled, and a lot of people didn't know we had one because remember, a lot of people didn't check their Canvas, messages over the weekend. So please do that. It's not, I understand that you guys definitely deserve a break, but at least check your Canvas on the weekend just for a message, because all I said to you was you guys should have already done this work, these vocab words, just study them. So I'm not really trying to, interrupt your fun and games and your family time and your relaxation, but I just want you guys to always remember to check your email like once a day. It's just a good habit. I mean, adults always do it. So we're supposed to check it more than that to keep our jobs. So definitely do that. I'm gonna have the quiz again, is what I was saying. Tomorrow. If you had a better grade, or if you want to keep your old grade on your old quiz, that's fine. Because a lot of you just did it when it was due, and that's okay. If you didn't do it or you want to retake it, that's also absolutely fine. Okay. So there are going to be these 6 assignments, and then we're going to have the quiz tomorrow. I did tell a lot of you this, and I told a lot of your parents this. Let me know if there are any problems with that. All right. So let's see. If you need to meet with me or talk with me separately about either the quiz or any of these assignments, please do. You can text me if you have my number. If you don't, send me a message on Canvas and I'll give it to you, or just always message me on Canvas. That also works. And we can set up a time to either meet, or I can just answer your questions. Okay. So what I want to do now quickly though is just go through the 5 assignments and then go through what I expect on the quiz. Not what I expect. Yeah, what to expect on the quiz. Okay. So let's start with this one, the 6 historical thinking tools. Okay. So there are 6 vocabulary words that I want you guys to know, like your everything, like your favorite game controller, like your favorite meal, your favorite sport, your favorite pair of shoes, your favorite song. I want you guys to know these words all year and forever. They're super important. Okay. And I gave you guys this acronym to remember. BSCCCR. Be sicker is how I pronounce it. It's just a quick way to remember that there are 6 words, and these are the first letters that they start with. So try to remember be sicker with 3 C's, no vowels, and you guys will be off to a good start. So you know these words. I'm not going to go over them again right now. What I just want to remind you of is how to do the assignment that goes with them. So first, you're going to open up a Word document, okay, and type your name, the date, and the title in the center towards the top. And the title should be Historical Thinking Tools. Then you're going to number the vocabulary words 1 through 6. I want you to please underline the words like I did for bias here. And then also make it bold like I did for bias here. You can add colors if you want. They help me sometimes. And then you're going to basically copy these words from the PowerPoint, or from the assignment rather, to the Microsoft Word document. Okay. And I want you to make the font no bigger than 16. Like this font, I don't remember what font it is, but I just want you to make it look like, and I want you to really look and read the words. I want you to make you look like this is your project, not just copy and pasting what I wrote. If you just copy and paste, you're not going to get full credit. All right. And then you're going to save the document as historical thinking vocab. Okay. And just send it to me either on Canvas, or if you really want to, you can just do it by hand and hand it to me in class. But it is due by Friday at noon, just like everything else. Okay. So let's go back to the assignments. Okay. The next one is going to be the lunchroom fight. Okay. So click the lunchroom fight and click the link and open the doc. And so what you're going to do is you're going to read this scenario in the gray box. A scenario is like something we say in like acting. A scenario is just a story. Okay. You're pretending that you're in this story. You're pretending that you are the principal of a school. You found out that there was a fight in the lunchroom, and you've asked a lot of students and teachers who witnessed the fight to write down what they saw and who they think started the fight. Unfortunately, you have received many conflicting accounts that disagree, not only as to who started the fight, but also as to who was involved and why the fight was even started. So it's important to remember here, guys, and I've said this in class, and I understand why it's kind of difficult to understand. But it's important to remember that that no one in this article, at least, no one in this assignment is just lying. Okay. Now I know people lie about fights. I know people lie all the time about everything. But it's also true that, we like to say that we don't lie all the time. We like to say sometimes we weren't lying, we were just wrong. And it's true. So these historical thinking skills, I want you guys to learn them so that you can not only tell who's lying, although that's really important. I call these words my truth meter and false meter. But also just to tell what happened, because whenever you look at a situation in history or in politics, people have their own perspectives. And it doesn't mean they're wrong, it just means they're different. Okay, sometimes they can be wrong and sometimes they do lie. But right now we're just talking about how could people in this lunchroom, these kids, and adults, see different stories if no one is just plain lying. Okay, that's number one. That's your first question. Why would there be different stories? So I'd like you to, write at least 2 full sentences for this: capitalization, grammar, punctuation, all that stuff. If you don't know how to spell something, I'm not going to say the answer is wrong, but please try your best. I mean, if there's no punctuation and no grammar, I'm going to take a little, bit of the points off. All right. The second question is, what are the different kinds of people who might have seen this fight? E.g. means for example. So what are the different kinds of people? So friends of those involved, maybe people who didn't know the kids who were fighting, or people who were fighting, or teachers or students. And what I want you guys to do here is add a few to this, because a couple people just copied what it says here. And although these are right answers, they want to get you thinking about all the different kinds of people in that lunchroom who could have different interpretations or different ideas of what the fight was about just because of who they were, right? So someone from outside Syracuse doesn't really understand Syracuse as well, or they understand it differently than people from Syracuse. And in the same way, people who saw the fight who are maybe in a different job than just a teacher, they might see the fight in a different way. Why would that be? Well, it's I don't want to give you the answers, but why would someone who has a relationship with the kids maybe get something wrong? Or why would someone who doesn't really have a relationship with kids get things right? What does that have to do with our vocab even? Okay. The last question is, so I want you to just give at least 1 or 2 examples of your own. Please don't just copy these. Number 3, what might make one person's story more believable or plausible than another person's story? So plausible just means believable. And I had some kids who wrote things like, one person's story might be more plausible because they were right, or they didn't lie. They told the truth. And while I get that, that may be technically correct, it's actually not what we're going for, because we want to find out how you know that that person is telling the truth. I mean, I've told white lies before, and I've said, oh, I'm telling the truth. And I've told big lies before, as everyone in the world has. And most of the time, you tell a lie to get away with it. So we want to know not why people are lying or something like that. We want to know what makes it believable, so that even if the person doesn't say it, we say it. We say, oh, I think you're believable or not. And that's what we're going to do with social studies all year, okay? So that's the second thing you're going to do, the lunchroom fight. So complete sentences, punctuation, grammar, all that jazz. All right, I'm going to go to the next assignment, which is the suspension report. So I wrote on the notes, and I'm going to actually post this on Canvas as well, so you guys are going to see all these notes that I'm reading. That I wrote on the notes, guys, that like you don't have to suspend these students. I actually don't think suspension's a good idea, and the law is now saying it's not a great idea either, because it happens too much. So Syracuse isn't even allowed to suspend as many kids as they used to. But fights, people are suspended for a lot. It doesn't matter what you think should be the consequence. What really matters is here. Please identify the sources of information, okay? So if you're the principal and you're writing this report on who you think started the fight and why they started it, the point of this whole exercise is, guys, you need to identify the sources of information, okay? I'm going to just open that up because I didn't post it on your on the Canvas yet. I'm going to post it in a few minutes. But look, it says, here's the background information, all right, of the fight. And then here are the sources. So you're going to read these sources, all right? You're going to think about why people are more believable or not more believable, depending on our 6 vocabulary words. And just depending on what you know about why to trust someone or why not to trust someone, and you're going to answer these questions. So let me look at it again. What happened in the cafeteria? So I want you guys to write a complete sentence. So and so happened in the cafeteria. So and so started the fight because, and I believe this because one of the sources said something, and you can write. One of the sources said blank. You can write. So one of the sources said he started it, or she started it, or no one started it, and then just write why you trust that source. That's the whole point of this suspension report assignment. Why do you trust it? What about these people's comments makes you believe them? Okay, not so. And then the second part is really just kind of you as the judge bringing down the hammer and saying, I think that person should be suspended. Now, you can write both if you want. And your reasoning for this part is basically the same. Well, it's the same, but you're going to, as the first question, but you're going to focus more on why you think one person should be blamed, depending on what sources you used. Okay. And then you're going to be principal whoever. I'm Principal Sinatra, you're Principal so and so, and that's it. Okay, so you can just enter that right in the text box. All right. So there are only two more things, and they're a lot of you have done them, and they've been a real pain in the butt because those stupid codes, which I feel like I've got figured out now, and a lot of people have handed it in, but a lot of you haven't. A lot of you handed it in on emails. That's why it says only so many graded here. I just go in and grade them right in Canvas in the grade section. So anyway, what you guys need to do is click onto either both the Kahoot and the quizzes, and once you click into it, okay, it'll open up. You know, this purple screen. Whoops. Hold on. Okay, so since it's only talking about the results, I'm going to change this code again. And I'm not going to do this whole video again, though. So anyway, I will change that before I send this out. You're going to enter the Kahoot. Here, I'll do it this way, actually. .com. I know it's sign in. Okay. You're going to go to Kahoot sign in, which is what I'm going to change it to say. Then you're going to enter this code. Okay. Let's see if it works. Play. Enter. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna flip. Nope. Okay. It does it. Cool. So here are people who have already done it. Okay. And you are going to play it from here. You're going to enter your nickname. I want you to enter your real name, or in an email, like tell me what your nickname is. I'd rather just you have enter your nickname or your real name, like a lot of students have, because it's less work for me. Honestly, I don't have to go back and forth. So do that Kahoot, and then you're going to go when you're done with that and do the quizzes. The Kahoot is, I believe, shorter. I believe the quizzes is actually like 20 questions, and the Kahoot is 11. So same thing. You're just going to get that code. Go to the login. Enter that son of a gun. Of course, it's giving me problems. I'm going to kill it. Why? Just bear with me because I'm not going to redo this video. It says enter a join code. I'm doing it. And it says please match the requested form. I don't know why it's not a valid game code, but I'm going to give you a valid game code before I send this out. Scout's honor. So there's that. Okay. Those are your 5 assignments. If you do those and you get 100 on your quiz, you're going to have a really high grade. You're going to have, depending on how late you handed this stuff in, you're going to have up to like a 90, 95. Okay, if you hand in all this stuff late, I have to start grading a little bit lower at like a 90. And if you have any questions or problems with that, just send me an email on here on Canvas, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to do these 5 things if you haven't already, and then you're going to do the quiz tomorrow in class. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Congrats on all your hard work. I'm going to update those quiz codes again right now. If I don't break my computer first. And you guys are, I think, ready to go. So again, if you, I'm going to tell you this all in class, but tomorrow evening at 6, I'm going to meet on Teams to go over this stuff with you. If you'd like to join, I'm not going to do it for you, so don't expect me to tell you the answers tomorrow. But I will work with you, and then you can send me your answers, and I can give you tips on how to make it better tomorrow evening, like at 8:30. Okay. And then at 7, I'm going to do it again, just in case people can't make it at 6 because they have dinner or whatever. So see you tomorrow. Have a good night, and I hope this video was helpful. All right. Bye-bye.